Fuck out of here, oh my God! Yo! A Nazi male Karen interrupts a psychology class at University of Washington. The students and the professor end up chasing the male Karen. He thought this was the regular psychology class. And obviously, this psychology class was about that action. University officials are now investigating everybody involved. Here it is. Male Karen was arrested. Here it is.
Post-game interview. How we feeling? Post-game interview. How we feeling?
There's like 30 of you. Plus, like.
Is that Owen Wanington or what?
Public humiliation. Eat your ass. You did that to yourself.
Bro, make a whole.
Yeah, it's like 30 of you.
That's a hell of a psychology class. Somebody please tell my brother Charlemagne that this has to be the dunk of the day next week. Just make sure, just tag him, tell him it's a personal request. This has to be the donkey of the day. Put him on full mask. Sir, what the hell were you thinking? Nazi male Karen interrupts a college class, gets instant karma. Nazi male Karen disrupted a psychology class at the University of Washington. It ended with the professor and the students chasing after this particular male Karen. Ultimately, it ended with the male Karen's arrest. In case you couldn't hear what the Karen was shouting, University of Washington police are investigating an incident where a man interrupted a human sexuality lecture. Okay? A viral video of the incident shows the intruder shouting gay slurs and appearing to make a Nazi salute as the class jeered him after the professor and dozens of students ran the man out of the building. He appeared to film the professor yelling at him. Eventually, someone else ran up and appeared to pepper spray the intruder, obviously in fear for their lives. UW spokesperson Victor Balta said the case is under investigation for possible criminal charges and that the police are still investigating, including the person who pepper sprayed the intruder. But he's the intruder. He's the guy who's trespassing. He's the guy who possibly poses a life or death threat. Okay? Balta said the intruder is not a UW student and will be banned from the campus. Balta also encouraged the staff and students to call the university police rather than put themselves in risk in such situations. But hey, listen. They didn't know what this guy was about to do. He came in aggressive, boisterous. Some people see Nazi symbolism as a point of contact for a threat, point of reference for threat. And they, responded in kind. Seems like self-defense to me, sir. And in all due respect, they did not whoop his ass. They simply ran after him until he ran out of breath and put him under arrest. All right, Jamie, thoughts?
Well, we don't know they didn't whoop his ass.
He may not be
right. He may not be a student, but he definitely received the best education out of anybody on that campus instantly. Receiving that co-ed ass whooping like that. First of all, we don't condone violence of any kind. But sometimes if you fool around and find out, my heart does not bleed too heavily for you. But on a more serious note, after Charlie Kirk's shooting, now the right wing is up in arms about how the left uses terms like fascism and Nazism and racist, and like as though those terms are now off limits. What do you call somebody who rushes in a college campus and starts doing a Hitler salute? Is that not a Nazi?
That's right.
These people are everywhere. They're crawling all over the place, and they're emboldened. So this young man, this Nazi, that's what he is, felt like he is now empowered by this day and age's right wing to just walk in a random building and start throwing up Hitler salutes. Right. You know, where is America when we cannot all agree that Nazism is a bad thing? Granted, I'm glad that this entire classroom, including their professor, agreed to that, and you know, at least pepper sprayed them. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, allegedly, I guess. But
yeah, and let's not forget the Charlie Kirk killing happened on the college campus, and in the narrative, we sometimes forget to talk about the students who were made to witness that, who have been victimized by fear. And this is students. These students are taking a stand and saying they will not be victims. They will not be afraid to learn in an academic environment. And if you provide some level of threat or some kind of aggression during an academic exercise, which a lecture is, that they are ready to defend themselves and they are ready to not simply sit down and let it happen to them. And that's what you see here. And so I'm proud of the students for standing up. Campus police, they were not around. Security guard was not present. They had to be their own security, and they did not engage in any additional action against a student. At least we don't have that on record. We'll bring you updates as they come. The university investigation is concurrent.